Greetings, true friends. Today I want to chime into the fake natty discussion which have re-emerged. And I would first of all like to say to everyone that I personally do not have any financial incentives whatsoever in claiming natural myself. I do have the service of online coaching and customized schedules below. But with that said, the way I'm marketing, I've never ever said that anyone who purchases my services can reach the results I have. The only thing I am saying to you, if you're looking to purchase service from me, the only thing I'm promising you is that you will know exactly what to do when you step into the gym, or if you go with the meal plan, you will know exactly what to eat. So that is what I'm promising. I'm not saying, purchase my services or even listen to my advice and you can look like me, because you can't. That's simply the way nature works. I have a set of unique genetics just like you have a set of unique genetics. So how you will look with 10 kg extra of muscle, that is entirely up to Mother Nature or your ancestors, your DNA as it were. So I am not saying that, and I want to clarify this as much as possible. So no one says like, oh, this guy has an amazing physique. I'm gonna take his advice so I will look like him. No, you take my advice because I'm based, I'm honest, and I, stem my opinions from research. That is why you listen to me, not because I look in a certain way. Because due to a lot of factors, be it genetics or whatever, I can make really good gains. And if I say to anyone like, oh, I did this and this works for me, that is something I really, really despise when someone say like, oh, this worked for me. One person is never interesting, and I would never, charge anyone for a service and just telling what I did. I can tell you right now what I did in the beginning when I stepped into the gym first. I actually hit each muscle once a week. I made great gains, but that was not because I had that particular schedule. It was because I trained fucking hard, I managed to progress, and I was consistent with it. So if I'm writing a schedule now, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I did this in the beginning, because now I know that there is a more effective way. And if you're looking at, purchasing a service from anyone, one of the best things you can tell if he's a fake natty bro scientist or someone who actually knows his stuff. Ask how many times a week you should train a certain thing. If he goes with some sort of bro split that you should only train something once a week, then you should not really listen to him. Training a certain muscle once a week can work if you're on steroids. If you're natural, you have to have a higher frequency, so at least 2 times a week. And if you have a schedule that does not do that, you should probably look at improving that schedule and incorporate the heavy compound movements at least 2 times a week. The exception here can be deadlift. I've done this myself, training only deadlift once a week when I've been more intense on the squatting, or vice versa. But other than that, you should hit each muscle twice a week at least. And now I saw Vegan Gains' video on Simeon Panda's thing. I don't know what you call it even, but his little ebook or whatever. And he had a proper bro split and justified both his meal plan and his training schedule with this has worked for me. Yes, of course, Simeon Panda, it worked for you. You have a very special kind of genetics, and I don't know if you're on drugs or not. I don't really care. What is important for me is not how you look, but the kind of advice you're giving to your followers. So the conclusion here is that my main problem is when someone has a really good physique and says like, this has worked for me, and assumes that it will work for everyone else. And that also goes into the cultural Marxist lie that everyone is equal, everyone is exactly the same, and if everyone just follows the exact same steps, they will get the same results. That is absolutely not true. It will not happen. So I'll probably make more videos on fake nats in the coming days. Comment below if you would like me to. And who am I? I'm the Golden Lion. XXO.